In this video, I will teach you the 5 reasons why you should stop being nice to young girls. Every man has felt that disdain and rejection when he treated them. The best psychological studies of the female mind have shown that young girls lose total interest and desire in good men when they act out of neediness and dependence. Here, I will give you the solution on how to treat interactions and behaviours so that you become a magnet for them, completely avoiding rejection and disappointment. Stay until the end, because the last point is vital for you to never feel that disdain again, and all the young ladies will be yours. Let's start with point number 1. Point number 1, stop being a challenge when a young girl realises that she has you completely under control. Predictable and without mystery, her interest plummets. The challenge and excitement of conquest fade away, and you are no longer that intriguing and captivating man who once caught her attention. Do you know what that means? The spark goes out, and with it the attraction as an older man. It's crucial that you understand this. Being too predictable makes you boring. Imagine a young girl messages you at 10 at night to go out or meet up, and without thinking twice, you change all your plans. Even if you had something else lined up, it becomes boring for her. She doesn't have to put in any effort to see you or earn your attention. What's really happening here is that you stop being a challenge. She knows she doesn't need to do anything special to keep your interest or attention, because you're available at any moment. The first thing you need to do is recreate that challenge, that dynamic where your time and attention are valuable. You can't always be available at her whim if she messages you late to go out and you already have plans. Don't hesitate to tell her you can't. Not today. I have commitments maybe another time. This not only shows her that you have a rich and busy life outside of her, but also that you value yourself enough not to give in to every whim. Stay stoic, keep the challenge alive. An attraction will always stay lit if you want to become a master at seducing all the young ladies you desire. Click the link I've left in the description and become irresistible to them. Point number 2, they perceive you as desperate when they perceive you as desperate. Everything falls apart. That image of a confident, mature, attractive man that young girls often seek quickly transforms into someone who seems anxious, needy, and worse yet, without options. Do you know what happens when a young woman sees you as desperate? She loses all interest in you. And that's the pain many older men feel. Often without realising what went wrong. You offer to do favours for her, constantly driving her home, picking her up when she needs it, helping her with anything without her even asking. You might even find yourself giving her unexpected gifts to impress her, even though you've barely just met. What you think is kindness or generosity actually comes off as a clear sign of desperation. She starts seeing you as someone willing to do anything, just to keep her attention. That needy attitude suffocates attraction. The solution is to show that your life doesn't revolve around her. You can't be available all the time or do everything she asks just to keep her attention. Your value lies in being an independent man with your own interests and pursuits. If she writes to you, there's no need to respond immediately. Take your time. This isn't a manipulation game, but a way of reminding her that you have your own life and aren't desperately waiting for her attention. Write stoic in the comments. If you're enjoying the video, let's move on. Point number 3. You don't take control. This is one of the biggest mistakes many older men make when trying to please. Young girls, they think being accommodating and following their desires is what they want. But the truth is quite different. When you follow their whims, you lose authority and become someone easily manipulated. They want someone who can guide them down the right path, a man with direction, firmness, and above all, leadership, for example. When she asks for your opinion on something important to her, like work-related issues or personal decisions, if you show indecision or simply say whatever she wants is fine with me, that's disastrous. Behaviour, at first glance, it may seem like you're giving her control, but she quickly realizes that you are not actually leading the situation. And that's what discourages them most. What they really desire for you to take charge, to be that firm man who knows what he wants and has a clear vision of where he's going. The key is demonstrating leadership without being controlling. It's not about imposing your will on everything, but having a clear vision of what you want and how you're planning to get there. For instance, if she suggests a restaurant or a plan, instead of always saying yes, offer, and alternative, that place sounds good, but I've heard this other spot is even better. How about we go there with this simple gesture? You're showing that you have your own opinions, that you can make decisions, and that you're not afraid to guide the situation. Point number four, you come off as weak. Being too nice to a young girl may seem like a strategy for winning her affection at first glance. However, what you're really doing is undermining your own authority and losing respect. Let me tell you about a typical scenario. You're with a young girl who catches your eye. She complains about something trivial or asks for something unreasonable. Instead of setting a boundary, you'd rather please her so she doesn't think you're difficult. Little by little, you'll find yourself saying yes to everything she asks, while neglecting your own needs. Let me tell you the outcome. She starts seeing you as weak. She might enjoy the attention at first, but quickly finds that total compliance becomes boring and predictable for her. Instead of admiring you for being a mature and confident man, she begins viewing you as someone without character, someone who can be manipulated at will. And this is the worst thing that can happen in a relationship. Losing power and respect that as an older man, you should project what you need to do, is set boundaries from the start. It doesn't mean being rude or indifferent, but rather making it clear that your time and needs are equally important. If she asks for something unreasonable or something that doesn't fit into your plans, be able to say no confidently, I can't. Today, I have other commitments. This shows that you value your time. Surprisingly enough, by doing this, you're not pushing her away. On the contrary, you're increasing her interest and respect for you. A young girl is attracted to a man who has his life under control, not someone willing to sacrifice everything for her. Now, point number 5, reach the most important point where you must pay close attention. So all those young ladies respect and value you. Point number 5, they see you as dependent. Not being too nice creates powerful attraction because it projects independence. And for a young woman, that's like a magnet. Many times older men believe. Being accommodating and doing everything possible to please is what young girls want. However, what actually happens is quite the opposite. The more you're willing to bend over backwards for them, the more dependent you appear, and this dependence causes you to lose control along with your ability to seduce. It's important for them to know that while they matter to you, they should also understand that you have an independent life. You don't always have to be available, nor should demonstrate you do anything for them. Moreover, a young girl wants to feel like she's with a man who has a rich and fulfilling life on his own, not someone waiting for her to complete him. So don't be afraid to showcase your own interests, hobbies, and priorities. If you're passionate about your work or favourite sport or any other aspect of your life, keep it central in your focus. Don't sacrifice it just to please her. On the contrary, invite her into your world while never losing control over your own life. Being independent, having your own priorities, and not giving in to every whim makes you an interesting and attractive man. It's not about being indifferent, but showing that you value yourself. And if she wants in on it, she must value you too. And that's what will keep her interested in you. Being independent means being powerful. And it's this power that truly attracts them. If you'd like to learn how to win over every young girl you'd like to have, you need to understand these fundamental concepts. Few men know about. If you find the value in this content, like this video, subscribe and hit the notification bell. so we can keep discovering everything about seduction together. See you next time. Stay stoic with more Stoic philosophy.